Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome class 7th in your physics class. So in the previous class we have started the chapter electricity and magnetism, and we were doing the sources of electricity, and we have done the electric cell. I have told you about the electric cell, that the electric cells are the simple source of electricity, and there are two types of electric cell: primary cell and secondary cell. Primary cells primary cells cannot be recharged, and the secondary cells can be used again and again by recharging. And the best example of primary cell is the dry cell. Dry cell is an example of a primary cell, and the advantage of this dry cell is that it is cheaper, it is lightweight, and it is small in size. It can easily be carried from one place to another, and there is no fear of leakage. And the one disadvantage of a dry cell is that it cannot be recharged once the chemical stored in it is used. Dry cells used in many devices such as torch, wristwatches, transistors, and TV remotes. So today we will study about the second source of electricity, that is battery. What is battery? Battery is the combination of two or more secondary cells, is called a battery. When we combine two or more secondary cell, then we call it a battery. A cell provides a very small amount of electricity. When we require a large amount of electricity, we use a battery. Battery cells are connected to one another by keeping the positive terminal of one cell in contact with the negative terminal of the other cell. How we form a battery? We form a battery by combining two or more cells. And how we combine those cells? We connect the positive terminal of one cell to the negative terminal of the another cell. And when any appliance like an electric bulb is connected to the battery, the bulb which is connected to the battery between the positive terminal of the first cell and the negative terminal of the last cell. Okay, electric bulb, when you connect an electric bulb through wires to the battery, then that bulb is connected to the positive terminal of the first cell and the negative terminal of the last cell. This is how the battery forms. How when we use a battery, when we need a large amount of electricity, then we use a battery. Then the second source is solar cell. This is the second source of electricity, and in solar cell, sunlight gets converted into electrical energy. A large number of solar cells forms a solar panel. A solar cell can be produced enough electricity to heat water in a solar geyser. Solar cell can also be used to provide a street light at night using stored electricity produced during the day. Solar panel, in the street light, the solar panel is mounted on a street light. The solar panel charge the rechargeable battery which is connected to which store electricity, and that battery is rechargeable, which is connected to the solar panel, and solar panel recharge that battery, and that battery produce electricity, and it gives electricity to the bulb, and the bulb glows. So the solar cells can also use to provide a street light at night. Then with the advancement in technology, solar cells are also used as a source of electricity in satellites. In satellites we have solar panel which convert the sun, that is solar energy, into electricity that give power to the satellite. Then the next source is the main supply. Main supply, we draw electricity in our homes from main supply. The electricity which we get in our homes we get from the main supply. Mains do not produce any electric current on their own. They consume electricity from the power plant. The electricity produced in power plant is carried to various substations, as you can see in the figure. And whatever the electricity that the power plant generates, it is distributed to the various substations, and from these substations this electricity is transferred to electric poles through transformers. Okay, then what happens, this the electricity which transferred through transformer from the electric poles is transferred to the main board in our houses through electric wires. In you all have seen that you have in your houses there is a main board, right? So through the transformer the electricity from the electric pole is transferred to that board which is in our houses through electric wires. Okay, at the mains board an electric meter is fixed, the measure the consumption of electricity. That electric meter which is in your house, what is the function of that meter? That electric meter measures the consumption of electricity. Now from the mains board electricity is distributed to different rooms by means of electric wires. Understood? Last is electric generators. The British scientist Michael Faraday found that when a magnet is moved quickly in and out of a closed circular coil of copper wire, current flows through the coil. This phenomena is called electromagnetic induction. You can see that this is a copper wire. It is a coil, circular coil of copper wire. This is galvanometer. It is used to detect the current in the circuit. When there is the current in the circuit, this red needles moves from its place. Okay. So then this is the magnet. This is the bar magnet. And when we move this bar magnet near this circular wire, you can see that there is a deflection in a galvanometer, right? And the needle moves towards the left. And when we move out this magnet, you can see that the needle is deflecting in the opposite direction. This means that the current is set up in the opposite direction, right? So similarly, when we move the south pole towards this circular coil, you can see that the galvanometer is showing the. So when we move the magnet in and out of a circular coil of copper wire, current flows through the coil. As you can see here, the needle is deflecting. It means the current is flowing in the coil. So this phenomena is known as electromagnetic induction. And the device used to produce electricity using this phenomena is called electric generator. Okay, or dynamo. This dynamo use the phenomena of electromagnetic induction, and these generators are devices that produce electricity by converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. So when the electric supply fails, the electric generator are used to provide electric current. So the phenomena of electromagnetic induction is used in electric generators, or you can say dynamo.